man, that hurts. So good to keep that gate open. Sound, loud sounds, soft sounds, whatever. These are the outer gates. These are all self-explanatory. It's the inner gates that aren't so clear, It's the will gate. It's the thought gate, and it's the emotions gate. There's a gate for each of these. So we have to take ownership of what we allow into our temple. The thoughts that we allow, the emotions that we allow, the choices that we allow. That is our domain. That's our domain that we put under the subjection or the dominion of Jesus Christ. And when he's ruling and reigning, our thoughts and our emotions and our will is always lined up with his will, and our thoughts and our emotions are as well. Okay, so here's what the soul sensing gates look like. Hebrews 5:14, it says, but solid food is for the mature, because their practice, they have their senses trained to discern good and evil. These aren't just the outer senses. These are the inner senses that are what's going on inside of our soul. There are literally 3 different of these gates. You can actually feel them. We've talked about this. The epicenter of our emotions is in the gut. And you can actually feel this emotional electromagnetism. There's a frequency there that you can actually feel. And that comes from the gut. And you can feel these emotions. I have a sister that's just incredibly emotional. I mean, she's up, down, but man, she is, you know exactly who I'm talking about. She's the one that's like, oh, we're all here? It's time to have a party. Let's do it right now. It's like, man, she could throw a party in a dime. It's like, oh, this is awesome, Or, oh, hey, you're going to be here in an hour? Let's throw the party. She's just always that way. But her emotions are always moving everything. But that's just the way she's wired. Then there's the will, the actions. The actions, this is what we see so much. It's what is the person doing? And Pam is a total doer. I mean, it's like, she's amazing. It's like, I'll get out of one of these meetings and I'll just want to go sit in the presence of the Lord and just evaluate. Okay, how did it go? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What did I miss? What could I have done better? Pam, forget that, man. She's out the door. It's like, boom, here, what's next? She's just lightning. She's off going over here, and I'm over here just trying to, bask in the afterglow. Think about this. What did you think about that? I don't know. She's over here on the phone. Time to get the next thing going. Got to go get the groceries, whatever. I mean, it's amazing. But that's just the way she's wired. It's like, until she goes to sleep, then it all stops. But the minute she gets up, it all starts over again. Like, she's trying to always figure me out. She's like, Jeff, why you can just sit and do nothing? It's like, I love that. It's called planning. I don't do, I plan. Tell me what your plan is. It's just kind of the way we're wired. It's just totally the complete opposite. But the actions, we always have to make that decision. And then there's the thinking. This one may be a little less obvious, but the chemicals, for me, it's real obvious because I used to do stuff like mountain climbing and ice climbing and rock climbing, and so I lived for the dopamine rush. I mean, it's just, I was an adrenaline junkie, and so it's like I would just, put my life in danger about every 3 days, and man, I was just feeling good. I was just constantly on a buzz. I was like, whoa, this is great. And then all of a sudden, all I have to do is think about it. Whoa, hey, that's great. And yeah, I could show you some pictures that you would just absolutely be astonished. You do that? Yeah, that's me. That's just where I was at. I was just needed to be wired that way. But the chemical dopamine rush is actually what most addictions are actually tied to. What it is inside the brain, you've got, these neurons that have these fingers, and then they have a gap. It's called a synapse, and it has another set on the other side.